The Champions League final is the pinnacle of club football throughout the world. A competition stuffed to the brim of the best clubs in Europe, and sometimes Tottenham. And it all culminates in one final match at the end of the season. And this year, it's going to be boring. And here's 5 reasons why. Before we get on with the rest of the video, can you please click the like button and subscribe? It really does help us out. Reason number 1. Recently, goals have been few and far between in Champions League finals. They've been quite cagey affairs. Both sides are really nervous to concede first, which means in the last 4 Champions League finals, we've only seen 5 goals combined. This sets an awful precedent, which I thoroughly believe we'll see on Saturday night. Number 2. Manchester City are one of the most brilliant footballing teams in the world, but they are mind-numbingly boring to watch. That's the reason their stadium's empty half the time. Sure, their football is a work of art, but what football fan spends his Saturday afternoon in an art gallery staring into the brushstrokes of Van Gogh? None of them. Their goals are well worked and they're a perfect fit for a highlight show. But let's face it, most Man City games go like this. Stones to Rodri, Rodri to De Bruyne, De Bruyne to Walker, Walker to Stones, Stones to Diaz,
Diaz to Rodri, Rodri to Stones, Stones to Walker, Walker to Rodri, Diaz to Stones.
and over and over and over. Tell me that's not boring. Point number 3, and this is going to make point number 2 even worse, is Inter Milan are just going to sit back. Inter are incredible at the defensive end of the football pitch. They're really well managed, they stick in their structure well, and they know when to press when one of the bad centre-backs on the ball has the ball at his feet, and they all go and press at that point. Manchester City don't have any bad centre-backs. So the likelihood is Inter will just sit back and defend for their life and hope to get a couple of chances with Lautaro Martinez heading down the wing or something like that. What we're going to see mostly is City trying to pass it through the lines and then pass it back out when they realise they've got nothing. That's going to be the game. City might have close to 80% possession. You might want to put a bet on it. Number 4. Manchester City are the clear favourite, and that does make a difference. If it stays 0-0, we're all expecting a City goal. Or right up until the 90th minute, we're expecting City to score. If City go 1-0 up, at any point, we've just witnessed the inevitable. The only way this match can be made exciting is if Inter Milan score first. But nobody's predicting that to happen. And number 5. The stadium's going to feel half empty. The mad hooligans of Inter Milan will be singing and shouting, and the City half will be all on their phones checking in for their flight back home on Ryanair's app. When they do turn up, they don't really create much of an atmosphere. I've heard it told that even when they were beating their bitter rivals Manchester United on Saturday, there was hardly a voice in the crowd. There was no parties going on afterwards. They were going back to their hotels and going straight to their rooms when even the Manchester United fans were out drinking. They just don't want a part of the revelries. And that can make a difference. When your team needs a boost, your fans are supposed to be the 12th man. Look, I hope to God that the Champions League final is exciting. It's always amazing to sign off the season with an incredible display of football. And that's what the Champions League final is supposed to be. It's supposed to be the 2 best teams in Europe battling it out for the most coveted silverware. I just don't think we're going to get that tomorrow. I just don't think we're going to get that. If you disagree, please let me know down in the comments. Tell me how you think this is going to go. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.